This video is brought to you by Gamersupps, which I will be offering 500 absolutely free samples of at the end of this video. Now, I usually wouldn't sponsor a more serious tone video like this, but there's a new harassment policy in place. YouTube just took down a content cop. I am f***ed. Cancel culture is dumb. I'm gonna tell you why. It has now gotten to a point where I go onto Twitter and there is almost always a hashtag blank is over party trending. And I click on it because, oh, something drastic must have happened. Hashtag Billie Eilish is over party? Fuck, not you, Billie. Oh, what'd you do? Did you murder a puppy? How am I supposed to listen to Bad Guy now? Oh, wait.
Oh, they're so cute.
That's not what happened. What happened? Seriously, what happened? I can't find it. They're talking about Lady Gaga. So after some thorough research, it turns out that in an interview with Variety, Billie Eilish and her brother were discussing not Lady Gaga, and then for like 5 seconds, the meat dress Gaga wore one year was brought up, and Billie said this.
Was the meat dress a Grammys event?
Yes. Yikes.
The egg was
And that's it. That's why that's trending. Edgy 17-year-old vegan said yikes to a raw meat dress. Sound the alarm. Let's all go waste our fucking time. Hashtag Katy Perry is over party. A cancel culture event where I could not even find the reason as to why it started. Which brings me to my next subject. Toxic fandoms. Everyone has them. It doesn't matter how laid back the artist is or how non-problematic they are. They have their fans, and some of them are toxic cunts. Because at this day and age, celebrity worship is booming. K-pop. You obviously knew I was gonna bring this up if you even kind of knew what I was talking about. If you dare enter an ISOVERPARTY hashtag, you're most likely gonna be swarmed with K-pop fan cams. These things. You've probably seen them before and you didn't know what you were actually looking at. That's how I first came across them. People who followed me would reply to some of my tweets saying, haha, yeah, I thought so too. And I just thought, someone's fucking with me? This is like a troll, right? But no, they just do that. And even though this won't help with the potential backlash, I will say not all K-pop fans are toxic sociopaths, but there's a lot of them. And they're not that hard to find. So obviously someone has to start the is over party. And a lot of the time people will point their fingers at the K-poppers because they usually aren't to blame. This crazy subsection of kids are petty monsters that will see a celebrity slip up or say/do something that can be somewhat misinterpreted and then proceed to shit down their throats while simultaneously advertising their favorite K-pop artist. It'll be something like, wow, we're really worried about Katy Perry. She's been flopping for years. Stream Euphoria by Jungkook. And even if they didn't start it, they will still be as eager as ever to participate. These people are drawn to the gutter. They thrive in shit. Pigs in slop. I'm talking shit because I've thoroughly looked through these hashtags. The overwhelming minority bring up valid criticisms. The rest are people just fucking, all you see is cis and yeah, we're not worried about it. You don't fucking listen to this guy, he'll give you clear skin. It's like, this is fucking stupid. And listen, as I mentioned, they're not the only toxic fan group that participates in this shit. Any celebrity army that has some stupid nickname for their fans has probably tried to cancel several people. I'm gonna discuss H3H3, but before I do, a reason why I don't like cancel culture, especially in the form of is over party, the way it is delivered is an issue right off the bat. Party, it's a celebration of an attempt to end someone's career, bring hate to them, take fan support and or financial opportunities away from them because of what this person or this group deems wrong. Now, I hope you don't misunderstand. There's a large spectrum here. Some names that have had their own is over parties, I would say are pretty justified. But either way, I still don't like the way it's presented because it comes off as a fun hobby for people. Because you'll usually now see these spark up for the most trivial shit. Celebrities are no longer able to make mistakes. And unfortunately for them, when they say or do something that is recorded, it has now left their control entirely and will flow through the internet forever. And at any point, any person can choose to take any quote, picture, video, upload it, no context, and you can become hated overnight from people who weren't even looking for you to begin with. You said this, so fuck you, fuck your family, fuck your finances, cancel their upcoming projects, tag their sponsors, and let's get them the fuck out of here. It's gross. I always joke about me having my own hashtag Mista-GG is over party, and it's not that far-fetched. Frankly, I just don't think I'm big enough yet, but it wouldn't be hard to start. I'm sure there's plenty of things. In fact, I know there's plenty of things I've said and or done that were maybe too edgy, that I just regret entirely, that I don't even agree with at this point. But unfortunately, I am in the career space of someone who has a lot of the things I say documented for your viewing pleasure. And before I get called a hypocrite or some bullshit, have I added to getting people the fuck out of here? Yes. I made a video on Austin Jones, a now confirmed child predator who is in prison, by the way. I also made a video on Ariadna Juarez, who I would consider, not even me, who the law would consider to be a predator, and she's faced 0 consequences. Now, when making these videos, I feel like I wasn't trying to tap dance on their graves in an is-over-party fashion. I was shedding light on the situations and, per usual with my content, talking my shit and making my jokes. Ariadna caught plenty heat online, but she's still online, growing at that. Nothing came of all those online pitchforks. Why? Because cancel culture events usually bomb. Why? Because we move on. The next trend hits us and we're off and running. There's too much shit happening. There just is. And only a very small portion of the people chanting for cancellation will follow up or even give a shit after a week or two. That's why if you fuck up, you might be able to just get away with it without even addressing it. T.I. had a Hubble telescope on his daughter's hymen and the internet was in an uproar and he didn't say shit. And then the tweets started to die down. And then the memes started to die down. And then he went on Red Table Talk and it all flared up again. Now then, H3. The army was coming for his neck. Here's why.
BTS. I don't get the BTS thing. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't like K-pop. I hate K-pop. I don't get BTS.
K-pop?
They look like they're just a bunch of. How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are jerking off to little K-pop boys? It's like a little fetish. It's like a little twink gay fetish about these K-pop boys.
People were saying he's racist, homophobic, xenophobic, the whole nine. And sadly, a handful of people use this simply as ammo to fire back just because he said he hated K-pop, as opposed to actually being offended by his supposed homophobia and xenophobia. Now, have Ethan's unfiltered comments on the podcast gotten him in hot water before? Yes, undeniably so. Do I think what Ethan said is ignorant? I think it was very much like first word that come to mind type shit, so it came off a certain type of way. Ethan's a comedian. Even though the podcast is simply a conversation, he still has to entertain you throughout. And that type of comedy isn't really off-brand for him. He's made twink jokes in the past and shit like that. The joke was he doesn't understand why K-pop is so popular, so the only logical conclusion is that everyone must just be finger blasting themselves to these people, and that's why they're so popular. Now, could he have worded that joke better? Yes, of course. But am I gonna throw all these phobics at him for it? No. And he seems to be taking it well, but at the same time, he also seems to be dismissing any valid criticism that might be there. Let me mention one last cancel party. Keep in mind, all of these is over parties have been like in the last week or so. I guess celebrities are just fucking up more. Hashtag Liam Payne is over party. Apparently Liam wrote a song where he boasts about his bisexual girl. I don't know, he thinks it's kinky and the prospect of threesomes. And there was a lot of people saying that this was offensive to bisexual people, that he was fetishizing them. They do not exist for your threesome fantasies. Which I'm gonna be honest, if I heard that song, I wouldn't have thought that was offensive. However, I'm genuinely curious to have that conversation, to have a better understanding as to why that is considered an issue. Now you see that? I cannot empathize with those offended because I just don't understand. Am I biphobic because I just don't know? No. Did anyone ever stop to think that maybe Liam Payne just doesn't know? Or are we not gonna give a fuck about that? Because Liam Payne is over party, baby. It's finally here. Let's talk all our shit about him. His career, his One Direction shit. I guess he was a part of it or something. Let's bring up all his other dirty laundry. Fuck his album. Don't listen to it. Feel how you will about the subject. I will say this. If I was Liam Payne and I checked that hashtag and I saw everybody thrashing me for these different reasons and praising Harry Styles, I probably wouldn't respond because you are all in my internet face preemptively celebrating my demise. So guess what? Fuck you. And the cycle continues. Same shit with H3. Some people wanted to offer valid criticism, but it was drowned out by fan cams and word vomit. Hashtag is over party. Listen, moral of the story. If you decide to be a prick and all you have in life is the downfall of others, then you're gonna need some energy to keep up with all the is over parties. What a shit way to segue into your sponsor. I mean, I didn't think it was bad. Just make it fun. We don't want to watch this shit. We only watch it because we like you. Well, in all fairness, you didn't even give me a chance to start. Okay, I'll leave you to it. I'm just glad you're not sponsored by some stupid ass mobile game like, oh, I play games on my phone on purpose because I want a lesser gaming experience. Chill. He didn't mean that. I'm a mobile gamer. You're not a mobile person. Get your fat ass up and read the ad. Well, maybe I fucking will. And Gamer Subs is gonna help me. Organic caffeine. Not entirely sure what that means, but organic's usually good. 0 calories, because in 2020, it's new year, new me. Sugar-free, because that's what fucks you up when you drink those big-ass energy drinks. Wanna know what rhymes with Red Bull? Heart disease. It's got no fillers like maltodextrin. G Fuel can't claim that. You know who's sponsored by G Fuel? Keemstar. He did that one thing one time. Don't support that thing that he did that one time. Support our thing. Gamer Subs, GG Subs. Always use code Mista-GG for 10% off your order. Oh yeah, I have 500 free samples to give away to you guys. For the first ones, I'd claim them. So if you're early, you probably got a pretty good chance. I'd scroll down and click that link below. Use code MISTAFREEUS at checkout for an absolutely free sample pack of Gamer Subs. Remember, only 500 while they last and only shipping in the US. I am sorry to everybody that is further away from me. I've been thinking about this all week, and then it was topped off with the whole H3 thing. I wanted to make a video about it. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, and here is your second reminder to please leave a like. Shout out to Colleen Jane, I don't know, for retweeting my last video tweet. Shout out to all my patrons that I have neglected for like the past 3-4 videos. Here they are, right here. There's some there, there's some here, there's a lot. They're everywhere. Find your name. You're in here somewhere. Also, you might have noticed I didn't give you a YouTuber recommendation in the last video. I'm gonna start to spread those out a little bit more because I'm just gonna end up blowing my load. And as always, I am Mista-GG and I am out. Next level.